I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my report for you, Scorpio, for the week of June the 26th. All right, so there's a lot going on this week in your solar ninth house. So this is very much about international travel, working with different cultures. It's also very much about speaking your truth, okay, particularly as we have Mercury in this area. We've got Mercury to Sun, Mars, but we have three aspects with Mercury. And the first one is a square with Jupiter, and Jupiter sits right before you. So you want to be intuitive. You're highly intuitive anyway. You're a water sign. And the other thing is we do have Mars with a connection with Neptune as well, and with this really heightens your intuition as well. It helps you connect with people. You don't want to make any judgments too quickly. There is a message here to, be a little more open of what's happening around other people. And of course, you're a fixed sign, Scorpio, so you have your own definite ideas, okay, but that may not be the same case with everybody else, all right? But then as we move on, we've got Mercury in a conjunction with Mars as well, and then at the end of the week, Mercury is going to be right opposite Pluto. So it has a real, because it's in this ninth house, and because there's a lot of communication going on, firstly, you can get news through. Secondly, it does, because Pluto is in your area of communication, and because of the nature of Pluto, then being more depth, your ruling planet, and Pluto and Mars are both your rulers. So, it does sort of indicate to me that even though there's communication going on with other people, there's a lot of communication and going on within you, within the depth of you. So if you can take time this week, instead of being reactive, to go in and think about, well, what does that really mean? And this sort of keeps happening or coming up. And if that's the case, then it's a message for you to look at it, go a little deeper and see, because the Pluto energy is very transformational. And when you put that next to Mars and Pluto, your rulers, you're on the verge of acknowledging something greater happening in your life, or greater level of knowledge. All right, so I like that very much. Now, the card that I've selected for you this week from one of my favorite packs, John Holland's Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, is the card of Destiny. Look at that. Okay, I love that. And it does it does suggest to me that things are falling into place, like things are happening and they're meant to happen. So in one way, you are like you are a fixed sign. As I said, you do have definite ideas, but in another way, be prepared to sort of step aside and let life happen a little bit too, because when you try to control everything, then sometimes you can miss out on something else that's ready to pop in. All right, but the card of Destiny, I mean, it's a beautiful card. But it is a message to let go and let live a little bit too. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter yet, please go on to jenniferangel.com and do that. I'd love you to support me in that way. And you can also book a private reading through the site as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week. See you next week.